Hello ladies and gentlemen, RP2 Vision would like to welcome you to another edition of AEW Dynamite Recap Show. Without further ado, here's your host, Ronald Ray.
Hello, ma'ams and sirs. Thank you for tuning in to this week's AEW Dynamite Recap Show. I'm Ronald Ray, your boy with a cornbread accent. Before we jump into the Go Home Dynamite Show before the Revolution pay-per-view, I would appreciate it if you're not a subscriber to RP2 Vision yet, to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment, share, whatever. Uh, it would all be greatly appreciated. Now, all that's out of the way, and hey, it's a AEW. They're about to, start the first match right now, so let's let it rip. This week's Dynamite takes place at the legendary Cow Palace in San Francisco, California. Leading off is a match for the All-Atlantic Championship. The champion, Orange Cassidy, defending against Big Bill, who is Big Cass in the WWE. I think he came in as W. Morrissey or something like that because he was an Impact. Nevertheless, he looks in great shape, especially way better shape than he, when we last seen him in the E. Hopefully he's got his head on straight and whatever poison he was on, he's kicked that habit. Anyway, Orange Cassidy starts off the match, rolling in and out of the ring, running around actually, just trying to keep his distance from the big guy. Bill actually got a hold of him, nailed him with a side slam. By the way, Big Bill is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. God, that crap got freaking old quick. Anyway, for no rhyme or reason, only those who, I guess, set this match up, they was able to set up a table. Big Bill gave Orange Cassidy a choke slam through the table. The match continued, no disqualification, no count out. Nobody coming out to, hey, he's injured, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All the things that makes perfectly good sense. By the way, Tony Khan, the WON Booker of the Year. Congratulations. Uh, sorry, that was kind of being a jerk there, being one of these think I know it all. But sorry, I'm just being honest. Just to make sense to me. I guess we're ECW now. And I think even if I remember correctly, even then they were uh, have a little better pacing with stuff like that. Anyway, I digress. Uh, Danhausen will make an appearance, giving support to his friend Orange Cassidy. He would attempt to put the curse on Stokely, but Big Bill shook it off and held him so Stokely could backhand him with this hurt hand that he has with a cast on and everything. And I mean, that's some Bob Orton Jr. type guts there. You remember, back in '80s, Bob Orton had a severely hurt arm and had a cast on it for a long time. Um, anyway, there's your nostalgia for today. Orange Cassidy actually would make a comeback here. Nailed 2 orange punches, a third one from the top rope, giving him the win, and he keeps his championship. But he's pretty banged up. Looked like the Elite was about to come to a ring, I guess, for a promo or something like that. Then they were attacked by the House of Black. They will lay them out and take their championships. Uh, Later on, they shoot like a little promo and held the title belts down and went about their business. Next up, we have a Face of the Revolution ladder match, which looks like a big golden donut is held above the ring, and people had to go up the ladder and try to get the big golden donut. Commander making his debut in AEW versus Action Andretti, Sammy Guevara, Konsuke Tashida, Eddie Kingston, Ortiz, Powerhouse Hobbs, and AR Fox all in this match. And by the way, the winner of this match will get a TNT Championship match come this this coming Wednesday's Dynamite. Uh, Eddie Kingston and Ortiz is hooked up and took it to the bag. They were never seen again. Commander would fly all over the place till Powerhouse Hobbs decided to throw everybody around, which definitely pleased the crowd. I think they were in his hometown. Uh, at one point, Sammy Guevara slid in, seeing that Powerhouse Hobbs was standing there waiting for him, and Sammy was like, not today. Uh, we got some impressive dives from Andretti, Fox, and Commander. Commander did a pretty good job in this match. He did one spot where he like walked a tightrope across the ropes and did a dive outside the ring on everybody. Uh, let's see. Sammy was close to grabbing the golden donut at one point, but was cut off by actually Andretti. Uh, Andretti did a Falcon Arrow attempt that caused Sammy's head to hit the ladder, and Andretti's leg was caught between the rungs. Mm, looked pretty scary. That could put out a couple guys right there. Uh, actually, Commander would actually do the walk of the ropes again and hit the shooting star press on AR Fox as he was laying on a ladder outside the ring. Uh, Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara wound up taking out Ashley Andretti. They had Andretti on a ladder on the floor. Sammy went to one of the ladders, the Swanton or Senton, wherever you want to call it. On Andretti, that would take him out. Uh, both of them would actually be taken out by Takeshita. Hobbs will come back in with a pounce on the ladder that takes out Takeshita. Hobbs climbs the ladder and grabs a golden donut for the W. Uh, as that was going on, as the match was going on, Samoa Joe is on commentary. Warlow comes out, want to get a piece of Samoa Joe, and he winds up to storm around security guards. Uh, Hobbs was just on the floor holding his donut, laughing, smiling, saying, "All I got is time." Next up is Chris Jericho against Peter Avalon. Avalon just went after Chris Jericho from the get go, threw everything on him, including the kitchen sink, but would go down to one code breaker from Jericho, and Jericho would get the victory in this match. Post match, Jericho would nail Avalon with a bat. Ricky Starks would come in and make the save. Jericho's like, hey, at the pay per view, the Jericho Appreciation Society will be banned from ringside, but they're here today. Jack Hatter with his hat that he likes, and Daniel Garcia came in and started putting a whooping on Ricky Starks until the commercial came on, and I guess security came out and helped out old Ricky Starks. Next up is another championship match. This one's for the FTW Championship. Hook, uh, Taz's kid versus Matt Hardy. Little filling out process in the beginning that looked like Hook was going to get the best of till the action spilled out in the ring. Ethan Page, excuse me, will push Hook to the ring post, giving Hardy the advantage. Hook made a comeback and looked like he was about to really start taking the Matt Hardy till interference by Page again. Uh, in the end, though, Hardy would go for a twist of fate. Hook would counter with a Kacha Hachimane, which is the I guess the Japanese chokehold that his dad would use. Hardy quickly taps out, and we kind of seen that he had a little smile on his face as he tapped out because now it will be Hook against Stokely at the pay-per-view, if I heard correctly, or it could be next Wednesday. Um, anyway, Hook retains the F the World Championship. Now we have the ladies, Tony Storm against Riho. Storm with an early advantage till Riho uses her speed and makes a little comeback till Sarah got involved. Gave Tony Storm the advantage again. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter would make their way to ringside. Then we'll get some more back and forth between Riho and Storm. Storm likes the cloverleaf, but let's go when she gets distracted by Baker, pays for it. When she gets herself rolled up by Riho for the 1, 2, 3, Riho will get the win. Then all the ladies start fighting each other. Um, Soho will come in the ring and she just knocks out both Sarah and Hayter because hey, she don't want to be on anybody's team. She's just all for Ruby Soho. She just wants to fight and win a championship, which is a pretty interesting little line here. I guess all going, all's going to come down to who really ticks her off first, to where what team she might uh, join. So this is actually the main event match of the week: the Casino Tag Team Royal. Basically, it's a Royal Rumble with tag teams. But both members got to be eliminated before both team or the whole team is eliminated. Um, Not really that complicated. Uh, Starting out with Dark Order members John Silver and Alex Reynolds. They make their way to the ring, but right behind them is Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Casanova. They tied up. Next, we have Rush and Preston Vance. Uh, Rush and Castillo or Casanova would actually have a pretty good exchange. Um, Rush is pretty strong. He actually hit Claudio with a phantom forearm. Uh, that basically, I guess, the force of the win and everything made Claudio feel it pretty well. Uh, the Aussie Open comes in. They tie up with everybody. Lucha Bros was in this too. They came in with a big pop. Uh, the Kingdom, then Top Flight. Uh, they all tie up in this thing, and a very banged up Orange Cassidy and Danhausen would come in, uh, going against everybody. But the last team in this match was the Butcher and the Blade, and they did a good job of saying, "Hey, they do pretty good in these uh, type of battle royals." Uh, the last two teams that entered this match was the last two teams standing. Orange Cassidy and Danhausen would eliminate Butcher and Blade, making them the winners and earning a spot in the four-way tag team title match come Revolution. Last thing in the match was a uh, basically a go home promo from Bryan Danielson and MJF, hyping up the main event, and basically Bryan Danielson was say he's going to kick in MJF's bleeping head in. So uh, nothing big there, but yeah, that was a very pretty well promo done by Bryan Danielson. Nothing wrong with this. Pretty decent little go home Dynamite show for the Revolution pay per view. Like I said, tense promo by Bryan Danielson. Uh, the Ruby Soho just want to be solo and want to fight everybody and win the AEW Women's Championship. That's her focus now. She's not focused on winning or being a part of any team, whether it be the original girls of AEW or the ex WWE girls. You know, she just, like I said, wants to fight, win a championship, which gives it a little bit of twist of that storyline that's starting to build up. No fault in that. Uh, but right now, the final card for the Revolution show and predictions, my own little predictions, are as follows. Got a no holds bar match. That's, I guess, also now going to be a buried alive match. Christian Cage against Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Uh, Unless Luchasaurus comes in and helps out Christian Cage, uh, I think Jungle Boy's going to win this one. The World Trios Championship, the Elite, Kenny Omega, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks versus House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews. I say the Elite's going to pull that one out. A three-way match for the AEW Women's Championship. Jamie Hayter's the champion, Sierra and Ruby Soho. I would love to see Ruby Soho win this, but uh, I like Ruby Soho to win it. I wouldn't be surprised if Sarah wins it, but if I was a bet man, I'd say Jamie Hayter will keep her championship. Uh, let's see. Then we have the Jericho Appreciation Society banned from ringside as Diocho Chris Jericho against Absolute Ricky Starks. It's a little bit of toss up here. Hmm. I'd say I'll go with Jericho on this one. Um, won't be surprised if Starks wins, but I'll go with Jericho. Uh, you know, let's let Jericho win. Find a way to, you know, steal a victory, like as if they do disqualifications anyway, as we've seen earlier in the show. Um, yeah, let's go with Jericho. He cheats to win. Keep that little feud going. Keep let's keep building Ricky Starks a little bit better. Let's see. The next we got the match for the TNT Championship. The champion Samoa Joe against Wardlow. I'm going Wardlow on this one, which that's what I thought when they had the three-way with him, Hobbs, and Samoa Joe. But uh, gosh, I don't know. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Something tells me Samoa Joe's going to win it. Yeah, let's go with the same psychology as the Jericho match. Let's just have Joe win by some fluke or something like that, and keeps that feud going on. Anyway, Texas Death Match. John Moxley against Hangman Adam Page. I'm going with John Moxley on this one, and I would hope he wins too. Uh, After that, let's see a four-way match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. The Guns against the Acclaim versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett versus Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. Uh, let's keep it on the Guns. Let's see what they can do. Let's have some more heat. Uh, let's see. Then we got the 60-minute Iron Man match for the AEW World Championship. Uh, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF against Brian Danielson. I say the deciding fall will be MJF having an assault on the earth on Brian Danielson, which caused him to pass out because he's got that hurt shoulder. MJF wins and keeps the championship. What do you guys think? What are your predictions for actually tomorrow night's? This is Saturday, so yeah, tomorrow Sunday night, the Revolution 2023 pay per view. Any of you guys going to check it out? If so, what are your predictions? Leave a comment. Until then, I'll see you guys next week. You folks have a good one and take it easy.
We here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out friends of the show Ecolife Natural for home-crafted candles, hand cloth, and other home and personal goods. Look them up on Facebook. Link will be available below the video. That is Ecolife Natural.